What is up, everyone? Welcome and thanks for tuning in. It is I, Dalaran, and we are back. We are back for another fantastic session of Minecraft. Hello, everyone. Ah, apparently, Minecraft is now the true meaning of Kofefe. That phrase always makes me laugh. Predominantly because I don't drink coffee in the first place, so making fun of it. Best thing ever. Alrighty. Let's jump straight into to Munchie, shall we? So there's been a bit. Fly right over to the nonsense. There's been a bit of some things. So as for last time, we had the beginning of what might constitute the Violet Citadel, or very, very strangled version of the Violet Citadel, because I just realized this is about half as big as it needs to be. In all seriousness, the scale of this Dalaran is actually way smaller than it ought to be. But what do you do, right? What do you do? But I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to put those at some point. That's a problem. But for now, hey, what up, Mr. Zanmar? For now, haha, take that. Man, it's almost as if you didn't think I would do things that I said I was going to do. For now, we just need a single. Get wrecked. For now, I merely need a bunch of cobblestone because I'm just going to be running around the outside, outlining out all the buildings so that I actually know where I have room plotted out for things and where I have to make alterations, such as in this first screenshot. You can tell, if we're looking right here, that's supposed to cover this whole little section. As you can tell, I do not have the physical space without expanding the whole thing, and I don't feel like going back and expanding the entire flying island again. So, yeah. We're gonna kind of just be dealing with it as it is. So let's see, if I zoom in just right about here. So from the point where it goes up, there's supposed to be a cut here from the wall, which I guess isn't gonna actually be. But this tells me that the next building over actually attaches in at more of an angle rather than. Do I have? I do not have space to pick up blocks, so I need to throw a couple of these over here. So I need to take this bit of the cobblestone, and we need to add kind of a little bit of a curve. Not too much, just enough. And then I'll fill the rest of that in later with dirt. But yeah. Hang on. Okay, so we're here. So if we're looking here, that'd be as if you were here looking down onto it. So what it looks like is that this is gonna kind of curve around. Up, 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 up. That's gonna 3, 4-ish, because that's gonna be where the entrance is there for that. Then it's gonna kind of just cut in just a teeny bit. Actually, because of limited space, we'll cut it in just slightly sharper. The reason I'm using cobblestone is all the regular the regular building blocks go on top for the actual walls, and then around it on that level is going to be all the ground, so you'll never see the cobblestone, which makes it the perfect outline block to be able to distinguish from, you know, all the cobblestone that is under the snow. There we go. I like how the snow just immediately replaced itself, just to spite me. So actually, it looks like I could get away with breaking this all and making it just a little wider. So if we started like here, because this looks like this is something of a round-ish thing. The problem is, like, these cattens and diagonals, I can't imitate those perfectly. Yeah, I always appreciate the little extra attention that you give before you fall asleep for the rest of the morning. Mister works at night in his crazy hours because, you know, Eastern. Weird. Actually, let's get rid of that, and I will make this like that. So the rounded but blocked off part will be like this. Then it'll go 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5. Then it'll go there, and maybe like this. That'll be that little nub. Exactly. It's something. Interesting thing, though, is that that's going to give a lot of grass space here that I don't need. So this is going to eat up a whole bunch of... This part is the tricky part, because I need to maximize the amount of space between that corner and here as much as possible, because this is the spot there it's going to get strangled. I'm pretty sure at least one of the buildings in this ring I'm going to have to just skip because I just won't have space. So if instead of starting here, we put this here, so shift everything over one block, I think. 4, then go here. Yes. And then we just boom. This lines up perfectly with right there onto that storefront, exactly as it ought to. Nice, nice. Which actually tells me that this smooth stone curb area is actually going to be out here more and not down the side that much. It'll probably be like in here to like there. It's going to be significantly smaller. I'm just going to take and shove that smooth stone into that backpack right there. Anyway. So this should start circling around. Yep. That's going to connect to about there. Yep. Now the other issue that I've noticed is I'm going to need to adjust the outer wall here and pop it out more. But that's something we're going to have to take care of in a bit, because I have my inventory is full of cobblestone. Actually, there we go. And if I do this for all but one stack, so if I take, what do I need? Just to see there's that extra space. So if I take this one and pop it, instead of having it go in one, I'm going to have it go out one, which will be calcite, double quartz, calcite, quartz, slab. Then we take this one, come on, which will be double calcite, single quartz, calcite, quartz, slab. So instead of having this go into, I'm having to go out to. You know what would be really nice? Not having freaking rubber banding lag all day, every day that I'm trying to build on here. That would be nice. Pity I don't get nice things like that, because, you know. Okay. So then the idea would be I can push. I'm just going to keep pushing these out further and then bring them back in. So like this one. Go out. Every block that I break is a rubber band and a lag, and it's really annoying. I swear there have to be people using lag machines. And if I seem tired, it's because I am. I decided to watch the new Doctor Strange movie yesterday, and I regret my decisions. I regret decisions because that movie was not 100% worth it. Like, the movie wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't really good. Like, case in point, my favorite parts of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is the parts where you had Doctor Strange on screen. My least favorite parts, the other 80% of the movie. I'm just so tired of particularly Marvel movies, but these movies where they decide, oh, we're not going to actually show you the titular character. We're going to show you all these side characters that you need to care about. I'm sorry, but no one likes Miss Marvel. Get over it. They've tried to make that character something for years. No one likes her. Please stop. There's a point when you just have to take the L. No, there's two different characters, Zanmar. There's Captain Marvel and there's Miss Marvel. Two different characters, both equally bad. Let's see. Yeah, so if I do this here, we're going to have one here. Yes, she was. Miss Marvel is the girl who can go through the dimensions. That's Miss Marvel. Literally the MacGuffin character. Oh, so you're telling me they shoehorned two different diversity checkboxes that are the exact same race into two different equally bad movies? Eh. Well, either way, Stargirl Power was stupid. She was a terrible character. I didn't like her. But isn't it the same character? I could have swore it was the same character that you see in that movie. And that was like her introduction, and then they gave her a TV show to flesh her out. Well, I'm going to treat them the same because they're both shitty diversity hires that are no talent actresses, either way. And my point still stands. If you're going to make a movie that's titled Doctor Strange, you know who should have the lion's share of the screen time? Yeah, Doctor Strange. Although I do have to say the Scarlet Witch as villain plotline, I didn't actually dislike that. That was okay. Let's see. So what I need to do, because this now is different. So now I can do this. Bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. Like that. Effectively, that's going to be like that. But yeah, I didn't hate Scarlet Witch, ironically, which most people, that was most people's problem with the movie. I didn't dislike her. I felt that was convincing for the way they had. I didn't watch the WandaVision show, so I probably got spared the infinitesimal amount of woke crap from that. But if you took just the movie in isolation, it wasn't that bad. Okay, so what I need is actually that all is going to do this. I'm going to have that like this, because between here and the wall of the building there is a gap. Of course, the whole "I'm a star child from another galaxy with conveniently two moms," hint hint, diversity is strength, was unnecessary. I think they could have just as easily just not mentioned her family whatsoever. Psh, fine, run away when the conversation starts getting interesting. See if I care. To be fair, despite the fact that the character's backstory was stupid, the actress who played the person who could travel the multiverse, she actually did a really good job acting out, standard campy teenager running around with Doctor Strange. That actually worked. That was believable. It's just her backstory was trash. And, the whole clearly a diversity hire. But she wasn't bad at acting. Let's see. And then if I do this, and that. And this one technically is just going to be more of that to connect in, which will be the same with this spot right here. So I'm going to actually double these and set a reminder in my brain that I need to change these cobbles with the calcite quartz combo. Oh, really? That's only half? Oh, wait, no, this is the building right next to it, isn't it? Yeah. So if I have the second building, they'll go to about here. Then there'll be enough for the square. What do you want? What do you want, you stupid skeleton? Go away. Nobody likes you. Oh, I'm too fast. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Useless. Anyway. So with that, I'm gonna then skip and then have about here. come back around. That's going to be a very narrow squeeze. And then I'll have... I don't like this. I really don't like this, because it's... Because this is like 1/2 of that building. This is how I know that it was way too small. This is like 2 different other side buildings as well. I might have to indent, start shortening some things. Anyway. Goes from about here to about here. Actually, what I can do is I can shorten this even further. Let's see, if we back up. Yeah, because... Oh, what if I just did it like that? Okay, yeah. So if I just had... Here. Like this. Yeah. We go like this. And that's going to... This will connect off like this here. And then this one is gonna continue. If we consider this the middle of that side. 2, 3, 3. So it actually will go one more there. And then I'll put it here, like this. Yep. Free combo. Go in and out. And then 1. And then 1, 2, 3, 1. 2, 3. Now that's... Ow, because this won't do that on this side. It's not the whole way. Oh, that's because I did. Okay. This side needs to be shrunk to match. Take out the 1. Actually, this will just go boom, boom. That's going to be there's a front shop that's not attached, and then there's a side building that connects with the rest of the inside there. Because what we got going on here is from about this point, it's going to be 2, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Some kind of an arch thing like this. It's going to connect here. 5, 6, 7 or so. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay, we're good, because this is the bank right there. Okay. We good. We good. Because the rest of this... Because this is just that side. This is this little side entrance right here, right? And so then there is going to be another 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Boom, boom. And then this one is the one that connects here. Yes. Because this is the side building. This is the interior of there. Which this back balcony will actually be further back. That'll be closer to like here. Or something like that. And then there's going to be a small internal spot here. Did I mess up? Nothing. Still messed up. The issue is that it's not quite symmetrical here. That's the problem. So I'm kind of just guessing, more or less. Oh, okay. This balcony section isn't even connected to here. My mistake. As you can see, when I pull back here, this is actually connected to the side building. So technically, what I had over here was supposed to be the whole thing. So I was right the first time. Okay, back. Wrong direction. We need to go back to here. Or so. So what I need from this wall connection, which is right here, needs to be 1, 2, and then there. Ah, so it'll be like this. Remove that. We're gonna have 1, 2, 3 like this. There's gonna be 1, 2, 3 like that. But then there's going to be from this one, this connection here. Yes. And then this building here, which is goes here, will then go 1, 2. Yep, and then it goes out the 2. Yep, 3 in, then 2. Not 3, just 2. And then it should do the same thing that this does. Bam. Which then tells me... Ah, I see. I see now. I now understand. Okay. Okay, okay. Yes, I think I understand what's going on here. Yep. This isn't a straight line. That's why. This is doing this. It's just very subtle. And then it's going to 1, 2. This will be the entrance for that one. Then we cycle back to here. It's because this is also secretly doing that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. And then this is going to actually... Nope. That's going to go... This. Like that. Yes, because you have a teeny tiny internal shop here that's going to be like no bigger than that. That's actually a lot smaller than I suspected it was supposed to be. It's hard for me to judge because I've never actually been in this building before because I play Horde and this is the Alliance only building. So I'm not 100% sure what actually is in there. If I do this, I'm going to skip 1. That. There's out 1. I'm going to go over 2 like that. And it should have 1. And this goes all the way to about here, and then has that there. Because if we continue to go back, there's then this little triangle of courtyard in here. We're smushed between all of this. Yes. Because the... Oh, really? Oh! This is not the wall that goes all the way straight back. This only goes to, like, about here. Maybe even less than that. This only goes to, like, there. Because then... there's going to be a dip to the side. We go like this. There's going to be a 2-block shimmy. And then the bank is this whole section right here. Which means the internal wall of this little courtyard is actually the bank's wall, not the other building. Which makes significantly more sense if you really think about it. So then this basically is doing kind of a this, I think. Yeah, something like that. And that's the bank wall. Okay, so then if we go over here, shows that the back of the bank is basically flush here. So it should go to like about here-ish, I think. Yeah. So this will be the other half of the bank, which I believe this will be 3. That goes out, so this should go out. Then once more. 1, 2, 3. And it's going to go in 2, then 1. And 1 more. Yes. Because then this is going to be the stairway. For one, well, can't do that. We'll just make it 2 instead of 5. 3, I mean. And that's going to then translate to, yeah, because this will be a block that'll be placed on top, and then stair, and then so that'll only be 2 blocks up. And I'm either going to pull that one back, or I'm going to push these 2 forward. Not quite sure yet. I might push this one forward, or I could just leave them all the same. I haven't really thought about it. I could put this here. Actually, that would work. Yeah. And this will be the bank itself section. And then that leaves here where there's supposed to be 3 buildings and a fountain. I almost can fit them. I might have to skip the fountain, I think. But I could fit the others. Because it's supposed to connect off of here, but I'm going to have to squeeze them more in the back here. Because there's supposed to be a gap around here. So then this will be... Due to the positioning of my chests, this section will just have to be last. Because I can't rightfully move these at this exact moment. So I'll have to come back to these. Which kind of works out because that's the worst area to deal with right now. Because of just how immeasurably large the Violet Hold area is. What do we want? Creeper. Die. 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 Death. Death. Asshole. How rude. Okay. So if we skip that, then we come over to here instead. And the way this one is gonna function is from the point of here, there is kind of a double here. And then there's a pillar. One, two, kind of like this. Then it's going to be like, so this is diagonal, and then, oh, I see how this will work. It's not going to be diagonal. This will be 2, 1, 3, 4, like this, because you walk between them. Oh. That would help. Because this is in line with the actual opening, which means this would go here and here, which means then 1, 2, 3, how it is. Then it goes diagonal 1, 2. Then, nope, right here. 1, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if that was like that, then this one is like this. It's there and there. Those are going to be solid in the middle. That. Then from here, it'll be 2 over and be like that. Yeah. No, there should only be 2 pillars. Never mind. I have to rearrange this whole thing because that's incorrect. Four pillars, 3 gaps, not 5 pillars. If this is here, then this will be 1, 2, here, here, and here. That'll be kind of like a solid thing, kind of like this. And that's going to have a solid 2 gap here to here, which means that from here to there is a solid 2 gap. But that's going to be mirrored this way. Yes. And then from these two, it'll be 1, 2, 1, 2. Like that. So that's the entrance to the landing platform area. Which then if we look over here, is how that's going to be done. Yeah, because this is going to form a pseudo circle. So that's going to be if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. We presume what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4. Wait, I did something wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll be the circle, for lack of a better phrase, of the actual building where you come in, you go around, and you pop right back out to here. And then from about here is going to be a moderately elevated, but not really, area. This is going to go out like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Flag. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. That is not correct. Because this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the fifth block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. And then we're going to have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And we'll do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. And remember, the double stack one means that I'm inverting the wall, which means all of this section is actually going to get pulled all the way back into there. So 2, 2, 1, 2, 1. 2. And then I'm just going to have it be the natural continuation, which would be a second there. And all of this is the raised quartz blocks. That'll form out that circle. Alrighty. Yep. There's supposed to be a bit of a extra spot here and here for towers. I'm gonna need to. What are we gonna add to that to make that work? Three, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. 3, 3. Because if that one goes there, that has 2 there. I'm gonna get 2, 1. So I'm going to have to do some touch-up work here on this one to make that more of a circle. Not by too terribly much, but also give it the little pop-outs that it needs for those two towers. And then this section can get pulled in more, because this section actually connects like over here more. Case in point, you see where this is beginning its curve, so the wall here actually would be off of this one. Which you see, if we connect that to there, it gives the space for the tree. Yep. So this will connect like this, and then we'll just continue on there. Which then makes sense, because when we go from this wall, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which will be the entrance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go here. Comes out 2, goes across 2, goes across another 2, and then it comes back for that tower spot, which is going to then have one the curb is there, and then we have what the actual ground is somewhere. So, yeah. So it's going to be from this point, it's going to be 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, stair, 2, stair, 2, then it'll be 1. It'll be like this, like this, like this, like this, for the other tower. So that's how large the entrance to the horde section is going to be. Which will make sense, because then you'll have small building, and then it cuts back, and then there's the other bank, and then it curls around. So yeah, this side I actually had it the right size. Go figure that I did the horde side right, not the alliance one. It's as if there's a bias or something. There isn't. There really isn't. Not in this. So we're going to have 1, 2. And I haven't decided if I'm actually going to hollow it out and have it dig down or not, because I don't recall if I have the space to do so. I think this area is solid, because if I recall correctly, I think there's like maybe one thing under in this area. Hello, Creeper. Goodbye, Creeper. So yeah, if I go here, and then I go TP up 20, yeah, that's right in... That's actually inside this building, which is not over here where it will sink down. So I might be able to get away with it. I'm not 100% sure, though. So for now, I'm just going to outline it, and if I decide to start doing the elevation parts, then I will. But nevertheless, from the tower point, goes in, yep. 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6 comes out 1. 2, 2, 2. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, that's just it circling around. You see, I was putting that tower part there. Realistically, I should be following here, but I'm not gonna waste my time doing that. So there's 1, 2, and then 3 into the other wall. So actually, yeah, it'll be here. Then it'll be 1. Yeah. 2, 3. And then it'll be technically like this, but it's going to have a double blop there. Then 1, 1, 1. Oops. That's not quite right. Well, it's almost right. Because realistically what it is that this part gets interrupted because it's supposed to then mesh over into that wall. So what if I do this? Break all of this so that we can start over. What do we make it? 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we make it a corner, like this. Then it goes 3, 3, 3. Then corner. 3, 3. And still looped it around way too much. Like, I like it through to here is good, but I don't think the connection from there to there is quite the same. Because it's weird, because there isn't... Oh, is there a fourth one? Because you have that, and then this bracket, but then there's the bracket, right? And I don't see the bush there, so I think there is 4. So I think this isn't the same as the other the other sides. So this isn't what we have going on. I think it should be 1, 2. Supposed to be rounder. So what if we go 1? So we count that as that one that I can't see. Then it goes here. And then like this. And then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And then 1, 2, 3. And then 1. And then 1, 2, 3. But that's supposed to then be into this wall already. See? What wall is that it's colliding into? Let me back up just a touch. What building is that? Because this is... there. See, there's... okay. Let's zoom back to the very beginning. Get a better bird's eye view of what's going on over here. Because what we're seeing is this building here connecting into, rather than the wall over there, this is actually connecting up into here. So this is actually way shorter, is the issue. This needs to be like 2, 3, 4 less. But I do like this design for it. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? We do yeah. We do 1. We do that. We do 2, 1, 2. There. There. What up, Mr. Nico Silverado? Well, I welcome you. I'm just running around the outside, outlining all the different buildings that are going to be going on in this nonsense hole. Oh, it's doing a thing. That's for sure. It's doing a thing and it's driving me nuts. But, you know, once I get all these outlines done, then the madness ends and actual building could begin. Because then it won't be driving me nuts trying to plan it and build it at the same time. Okay, so if it's supposed to be... what? About... here is supposed to be this little nub here. And that tells me that I need more than just a single block. I'm probably going to need 1, 2, 3 maybe between them. Then have that one, which is still in line. And then instead of it pulling in, well, no, it still has to pull in because we do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then it'll go boop, boop, boop for this one. But then that just makes it seem significantly smaller. How to do this? There's gotta be a way to have this have some measure of a rounded-esque shape while still having these stupid pillars on it and having... It's so bizarre because what I'm working on is this building right here. So it has this square section that is partially merged into that, but at the same time it's going to come out and go around like this and then become boxed again. I think the issue might be just that it is really, really small. I can't push it too far back because there's a whole building back here too that I have to have room for. This is the issue that I'm having currently, is that spatially I made the whole thing just too small is the issue. So I don't have the size that I need to be able to make things relatively proportional without them being, mini. But at the same time, it's Minecraft, so it doesn't need to be as big as it is in the other game. But at the same time, I have to have at least enough room to actually space out a building and have it actually look the right shape, which is the issue I'm having. Because how do you get a square into a U shape without absolutely annihilating the entire thing? Let's see. Because I need some manner of shape, because this right here is this tower right there. So then it comes down 2, 3, 4. Then it comes out and it starts becoming rounded. I think I'm stressing too much on the groundwork, and I should just be shooting for the rough shape of it instead of trying to finalize all the little itty-bitty details that I can come back and do later or ignore completely if necessary. So as per usual, I'm probably just overthinking it. So we take what? Because this actually needs to be bigger if I'm actually to have shops in here like I'm supposed to. So this needs to be at least that big. Which means that the connection point on the other side is going to be at least here. And I just have to accept that. And it's going to go 1, 2, 3, which I cannot do on this side because of the other building being there. Actually, I don't even want it to be 3. So we're going to go 2, and then 2. Then if I go 2, 1, 2. Once, twice, once, twice. And then a 1. Then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. You see, then that makes it rounder, but not the right width, because I need this block 1, 2, 3, 4 over more. Which means if I go all the way back to right here, let me just go 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, and then that's merged into this wall, but this is down here, not up in here, which is going to cut into this other building. Because then I have this much space for a whole huge building. And this is what's hurting my brain. Although I suppose in reality, there's nothing in there. This is all. The whole thing is the shop. So I don't need it to be this squared off. Aside from needing the space to go down into there. So if I start from where I need it to be, which is like... The problem is that this one's too small. But it needs to be that big. Because the rounded portion is going to be coming off of about, what, here? Maybe about here. Which would tell me if it's coming off of here, then this gets 2 before it starts being round. So then we have 2, 2, 2, right. Sure. What do I go in? I think we should go in one more. So that it's in line with the original length. And it goes 1. Grab all this random cobblestone that keeps materializing. And we have 2. 2. And then 3. And then we're done. That's much better. I still don't have a whole bunch of room here, but that also does go flush against the wall there, though, so. I don't know. Seems like the best that I'm going to be able to get on that. Also doesn't help that this is actually supposed to extend a lot. The problem stems from the fact that this whole thing is just 10 times as massive as it's about to be. I really undersized how big it needed to be. Which is more or less what's hurting me in the long run right now. Then from here... It's gonna go just in a straight line all the way to about there. Actually, that might start curving right there at the end. Maybe 2 before the end, like that. And then this is gonna... This has a circle then that it's gonna have. There's just so much to do and to outline that it's just ridiculous. Because this portion is supposed to be there, to there, and then there should already be a cut here for the building. Because this should already be coming out and then going up. So, yeah. There's just not enough space. It's frustrating. It's so frustrating. The whole thing feels scuffed, and I want to just burn it with fire at this point. But I don't have any desire to start over. Because I poured so much effort into it already. It's just one of those type things. Okay, screw you, Munchie, and your stupid rubber banding crap. Just stop it. Okay, so this one is gonna be roughly from here. Gotta be at least enough room to walk between these. So and then 1, 2. More. 3. 1, 2. And then that just goes all the way over here. Which is pathetic and tiny and like half the size that what it actually needs to be, but I think I might be able to get away with. Oh, yeah, and of course there's a gap between it and the wall, so. Is there a tree in the back? If I roll back to seeing here. So I need to pull this section to be flush here to there. And then I can push this section out a bit because there'll be a tree here. And then as long as there's still some grass, I can push this out. This whole section probably needs to pop out heavily. So I should be able to do some stuff with this, but I have to mess with the second wall positioning. But yeah, that's gonna be something like that. And the other one is supposed to be a. Come on. There it is. So if that's the entrance there, this next one kind of starts more of a here because it's got that wonky staircase. 3, 4. It's gonna pop out 2, and this actually more or less touches right here, so we can go like this until you get it. Oh, does it touch? Or does it just get really, really close? It just gets really close. So yeah, then if we put 2 there. Then we have 2, 1, 2. Well, that's going to go all further out anyway. That definitely. It's just... So we could have that go here, that go here. There'd be more. So what I should be more concerned about, this other side, so the staircase is going to be 1, 2, Maybe 3 here. And then this is going to go to about here, and then out a bit more drastically. Yeah. Yeah. And that's there. Because this circular building is actually above. So it doesn't matter a whole lot. Because as long as it's from here around like this or so, it's fine. Ah. This is the problem of having multi-tiered, because this goes upstairs, and then this goes up even more stairs. But I can't do a whole lot because this wall is in the way still. Ah! So I have to skip pretty much all of this in the second building. For now. Go back to the front here, where we have this tower. Up, up, up. It's going to be what? This. Then 1. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And like that or so. Not as quite as far as the tower. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then that's going to turn this way. And probably go 1, 2, 3, or 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on. 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And that's gonna keep doing. That's right. And then at some point, actually, it doesn't even need to be 3, it can be like 4 or 5. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. And then eventually that point and like this point. So if I can't even. It's once I can boost this wall out like this, that point and that point are gonna wrap around to each other. Not that point, but this point. Right here. And is it? No. Because this is gonna connect into a different thing that then wraps around to that. Yeah. So then next it's gonna be about the third set of 4 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Right about here. About 3 off is gonna be like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. It's gonna go in. You know what? I almost feel like we just make this straight lines. I almost feel like we just do that. Yeah. Because between it touches, but it doesn't go into each other. You see. We do 2, 3, 3, and then 3, 1. Again, this whole section can get pushed out because we're gonna have what? 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's gonna be that. And 3. We can almost get away with just it being skinny like that, even though I know the bank's wider than that, because it could easily go all the way to here, but there is kind of a nook, and I need this to be expanded. I'm not touching the wall until I absolutely have to. Then there's going to be a tree here, and this whole spot's a garden. And from like right about here or so, there should be a section of wall like this. And then it comes this, 2, one. Yeah, I could get away with pushing this wall out some more too. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope. No. 6 is about the best you can get away with. Maybe not even that. That has to go out more because I physically can't place in the building outline that goes here. So as per usual, this is just getting really scuffed really fast. Poor city planning. If I jump all the way to here, though, is what we have. Grass to the concrete, or the curb, or pavement, whatever. Interesting. So that tells me there is like 1. And there's a corner block about here for this building. And it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 or so. That's going to be this building. That's 1. That's this building right here. Then off of that one's corner, gonna have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That. And of course, you have the problem of there being 2 more buildings there, meaning all of this needs to do that instead. But I can get a gist of some of the buildings, so that's not necessarily terrible. What the fact that I have to fix some of the outlines is not a horrible thing, because I can outline out some of the buildings, which will give me an idea of where I need to correct other things. And like, for example, I can see perfectly that the inner square is still going to fit. I'm going to have to squish it, but I can do it. So from these walls, there's going to be 1, 2, curb, 1, 2, curb, 1, 2, back here. But this will actually do this to spare a bit of that. Actually, will this one? This one will not, because it will have like this. That's not doable. See, that's the issue. This is a problem with the spacing of Minecraft blocks, and just the reality of it is I don't have the space that I would like to have to do what I need to do. So if I put the tile, the curb, stair, slab, stair, polished tile, that puts me 1 further. Here, I'm going to do this, 2, this, and 3. That'll fit it. Yep. Fucking server. This is just kind of asinine that they have to do this like every single Saturday like clockwork. Why do I bother streaming on this freaking server? I swear, as soon as I'm done with Dalaran, I am never playing on this server on stream again, because it's just... It's so unstable that it's just not even funny half the damn time. I'll just do stuff on other survival worlds and just not be bothered. Maybe this. Oh, come on. Stupid. Hey, I really dislike the way this jump mechanic works. And then, of course, the minute I go to retort, it's fixed. Do I dare do it? How much chaos do you think will happen if I hit enter? Yeah. If we'd stayed in the hub another couple of seconds for me to be able to get the rest of that out, it would have been funny in context. But dropping it in the middle of nowhere like that, it just that would be cringe. Yes. Okay, so if we do 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, and then we have this. I can't. It's too far. It's too far forward. This needs to all be back out. Oh, frick. None of these buildings are right because they're too far. This is all in the area where the middle needs to be. So I can't do any of this side either. Ah! Next stream probably will be me overhauling the walls because I'm going to be too frustrated today to do it. Or not next stream, but next Wednesday build stream is going to be that. Because I can't do anything with any of this. Like, the only thing I'll be able to do is if I go all the way forward to here. I can start on this corner, which is across from here. Because this will have 1, 2, the gray, stair, 1, 2, stair, gray. That's how far this one's gonna be. That's not right, though, because this will be... Excuse me, 2 seconds. I need to back up and look at something. So much mathematical planning. It's just absurd. Keep going. Keep going. Keep it going. 2 more, right there. So this goes straight into the brick. Okay. So from here, these in between are not. So it'll be 1, 2, gray, or the polished stone, stairs, slab, stair. See how far away it's already being pushed? If we go here. Okay. This is the front of this spot. There'll be grass, 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 polished stone, stair, slab, slab, stair, polished stone, or smooth stone. So it'll be starting here. And then we zoom all the way back to looking at the middle. Okay, so if that's that point, then we can do this and presume we need about this much space between it. Like that. That's not going to be a lot of space between these. That's awful. Don't like it. I don't like it! If I do that, it's still too close. You could just do this and just have it be triple stair and not have it pop out like this. Oh, wait. There's a tile as well. So this is actually here. And then like that. Okay, so that gives it a little more space out. Let me take those out. And then I can have this without it being oppressive and in my face. Okay, that's better. That's way better. Because this is going to be this middle part right here. We got 2 indented in. This is going to go 1, 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 1, 2, 3. That side. And then let's go 1, 2, and 1. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and 1. That's going to be that entire quadrant of that. So then if you presume it's going to be about that same length to here, that same length to about here. Well, actually, Yeah, that tells me that this is off, because that means this whole thing is actually supposed to be over, but I don't have any more space over there, so I'm just gonna have to make do. And then we're gonna have what? 1, 2 in gray, stair, stair, gray. Like this. This. Yep. Yes. The one. This. That's there. Wait a second. L 1 2 1 2 2 1 2 1 L 1. Okay, so this is gonna have one right there. Yep, and that, and then this will have there. Yep, and it's gonna proceed with whatever building happens to be on this side. Which will be 1 2. 1 2 3. It's really gonna be next to nothing. We'll deal with that when we get there. It'll be 2 3 2 1 2 1 2. Oh, I like how each entrance of the thing is different. Lovely. This ain't gonna fit like that. Nope. It's too big. It's way too big. I like the shape, I don't like the size. 2 4 2 4 1 2 1. Come on. 2 2. Because that requires the door to be here. Here, which allows it to have one more. Then it's going to be 1 2 3. Gray, stair, stair, gray. 1 2 3. Support. Can't even have a 4-space gap between all of this. Could take 2 out of each. Take these 2 out. We get 1, 1, 2. We get 1, 2, 3. And 2 here. Right? Yeah. I'm gonna get that. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Two. 3. 2. This that doesn't match because it needs to line up all the way to here before the 4 gap. Let's switch to 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could just do that. Problem I have is now with the Tinker's area, there's just absolutely no room to be able to snake the road through. Although realistically there should be. Actually I could if I just take this block out and let it just go. If I make it... The issue is if I make it 3 here, I can't because of the mirrored symmetry going on for this corner building. That's going to go from here, here, on that one, which is, of course, too small. But any more expansion this way, and it's going to cut into here. Which, realistically, has like, what? 1, 2, 1, stair, 1, 2, stair. As per usual, the buildings that are circles are the ones that are problems. Gee, what a thought. Huh. If I didn't have to start flush against this right here, I'd be able to... Oh, I can use that to push this out, actually. I can pull those buildings forward. Except I don't want to, because then if I pull these buildings forward, that closes this gap and I can't get back here. Ah! Although there is supposed to be a like a fountainy square here. So there is actually perfect, except that's supposed to be like here because this is supposed to be smaller because that's supposed to be farther back. It's just a non-stop nightmare. I can't fit the things that I need to fit because this whole area got squashed to the point of not being able to fit with each other. And the stupid part is I already expanded this area of the city underneath twice. Which tells me that I just sorely underestimated the size that I would need for Dalaran. We're gonna do this and work the other way around. Because if we have what? We have one, 2, 3. Because I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Which means the entirety of this one gets reduced. Oh, no, wait, we're good. Because this is actually like this. That's the problem. Is that this actually ends here. Question. From what? This point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 20, 25? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hypothetically, 24, 25? Okay, so no, that is relatively squared. That is relatively a square. That's unfortunate. There's 1, 2. I need it to be 13. So if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 13 and 5 is going to be 5 and 3 is 8. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 blocks from there to there for the next thing. So 8 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you have 2, skip 2, 1, 2, 3. Yep. And that's going to come in. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5. How is it that this lines up, but I can't make this line up to save my life? That needs to be 1, and that needs to be less of 1. But then that means 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every aspect of this is just so scuffed. Because how am I supposed to put stair, slab, stair, and still fit everything? I'll have to push this back somewhat, which is annoying. This corner section still isn't going to be able to be symmetrical. Which I suppose realistically doesn't make any sense for it to be. I just gave those to that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Just have that be 1, 2, 3. Something like that. It's gonna be 3. We take these. We'll put 2. Well, actually, like this, because there'll be an entrance here, and we'd have them stairs, and this will have to get pushed back. That's going to give me the rough idea. How is it that this side is smaller than this side? You know? This is supposed to be what, 25 from side to side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. This is 27 by 27. How the is it not the way it's the shape it's supposed to be? Yeah, that's the center fountain. Which we'll take the corners from. And it is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's gonna be an absolute cluster nightmare. I have to take and move all of these walls again to. I need to maximize space through here, all the way out through here, so that I can actually fit this district. I wish I need to pop out this wall a bit. I wish I had any space over here. I have no space there. Then I need to move out the wall that is here. In fact, I think just for the sake of argument, I will remind myself. I'll put cobblestone on the walls that I know need to go. Because then I'll come back when I'm not on, see them and go, oh my gosh, that's ugly, why did I put cobblestone there? And then it will strike me and go, oh yeah, I need to do this. Hypothetically, actually, if that goes back, I could pull this whole entrance back a little bit and open this a little bit more. Hypothetically. I could shave a couple blocks off and move this all back, which will open this passage a little more. But yes, can't finish here. And when I expand this out, I might be able to pull this in a little more, which will let me widen that bank. I could also try and puff this section out a little bit, just to be able to make that bigger and not look like it's just a sliver in comparison to that one. Because that bank over there and this bank over here are supposed to be approximately the same size. But as it currently stands, that is not even remotely close. Nevertheless, it's about 40, 50, it's about an hour short, but I'm already getting a headache from trying to wrap my brain around the lack of space and just the sheer amount of offline stuff that really needs to be done to really fix this. So I'm just going to take my 2 screenshots and call it good for now. I'll take and move the chests somewhere. I have no freaking idea where I'm going to put them. At this rate, there's very quickly going to be no room for them anywhere. I guess I'll put them up here where the Violet Citadel will be, because that'll be the last thing I build. I'm going to do the whole rest of the city first, and then the final one. So I'll take all those and put them over here. Back to that end, I'm going to /set home. And move it here. So now when I teleport here, I'm put here instead of over there. But yes, that is going to be it for the stream. Next one will be Friday, where, presuming something else doesn't happen to interrupt the universe, I will finally start streaming the other Minecraft server that I've been actually playing survival on and having fun with. So, yeah. Until Friday, then, thanks for watching, and thanks to Nico and Zanmar for giving me the shout out, and until next time, be seeing ya.